It is officially week 4 in our Minnesota Vikings Online User Franchise. A much-needed win last week against the Lions, who have also just dropped this week's game. Now puts us at 1-2, going up against Shady's 2-1 New Orleans Saints. Of course, he traded Chauncey Gardner-Johnson off to the Eagles, just like in real life. We're also playing in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, so we're in a completely different country. This could be really fun, or this could be really bad. Of course, you've seen that the end of last game didn't actually count, so we'll have to take a look at the stats from our force win, which I suppose, considering the offensive numbers at least, might have actually been a positive. We'll find out here in a moment, as, we did lose some really nice defensive stats. However, that, it probably won't be replicated. However, Tyree Jackson, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 295 yards passing. That's definitely a bump up from what he actually had. Dalvin Cook, not terrible numbers there either. Jefferson, who was held without a catch, comes away with 10 for 141 with 3 touchdowns. We will absolutely take that. Hate that one of the tight ends, because we don't have Irv Smith, ended up getting a touchdown. But sack totals, Danielle Hunter, Dominic Suh, and Dalvin Tomlinson with sacks. And then, of course, we didn't have a single interception, which sucks because, of course, we had a pick 6 with Andrew Booth, our rookie, which would be a pretty good start to the season based on his numbers. But sadly, that won't stay. So you lose a lot. You win slightly, especially slightly when you consider the fact that Tyree might not even be our long-term quarterback for all we know. For right now, I think he's the best option, but if he really sucks, like this game, and we really suck, I may put in Kirk Cousins. I don't want to use Kirk because he's just not the long-term option, but as far as winning goes, he probably does give us the best chance to win, even though he is like 5 throw power less than Tyree, and that, in my opinion, besides the, how well you play under pressure, is probably the most important rating of this year's game, especially in a user league. So we'll see. Gonna play it kind of by ear, but I'm really hoping Tyree can work out. His contract probably wouldn't cost that much either. Let's actually check how much it would be. And they will let us sign him if he's down. Whether or not he's our long-term starter, a 4-year 12 would be busted. And I'm worried now. We might give him like a 4-year 20 or something because $5 million per year for a backup is a lot, but he is pretty dynamic. But I would love to keep him, whether he's our starter or not, because he could be a lot of fun. And we lose our kicker, who we were offering a 4-year $8 million deal, which is pretty good considering he's literally a 67 overall, but okay. We have an upgrade point for Justin Jefferson, which we will be using on Playmaker. See if we can get a bunch of route running upgrades. Ooh, this is nice. 2 to short, 2 to medium, 1 to deep, 1 to catching, 1 to excel, which is just insane. And then the only other upgrade I care about right now is probably Asamoah with a field general, which will be a nice 6-point upgrade, giving him a bunch of different things. And then I suppose Garrett Bradbury, even though we have to pay him now, I can't imagine this will cost us too much more, that he's a 75 versus a 74. And yeah, I mean, he's pretty basic. But yeah, these are our injuries. And then for his injuries, I don't know if he even has any. It is Andres Pete, who's maybe a starter, perhaps? Don't think much would change for his team, as Winston's the starter, Alvin Kamara is the number 1, Thomas at 1, Landry at 2, Hardy at 3, Olave not at number 2, though. Interesting. Of course, you do have Taysom Hill, who's kind of busted at tight end, to be honest. But we'll see about what happens there. Of course, the 2 DNs, not terrible. DT's all right. Onyemata is actually really underrated for his overall. As you can see, 85 power move, despite the fact that he's like barely even an 80. Pete Warner's a little bit faster than I would have expected. Demario Davis is actually slower than I would have expected. And Bond about the same. Lattimore is a tough guy to throw against, I will tell you that. Alontae Taylor, I'm surprised, isn't playing a little bit higher on that roster. Marcus May is the free safety 1. And Tyrann Mathieu, another guy to worry about. Strong safety, number 1. Also, a little bit slower than I would have thought. Was that 88 speed for Tyrann Mathieu? It seems kind of low, no? Also, because he's a backup, I kind of forgot, but Zach Davidson's a huge part of this offense. He's the number 1 tight end, so I'm going to give him a vertical threat upgrade, which is actually not bad. At first, I was like, those points suck, but a +4 to medium route for a tight end that's really struggling in route running, that's actually kind of good. And is it raining in a... Is this not... Oh, it's open. I didn't know that. What the hell? Did they move to this place? Why is it raining? Can someone turn the rain off? Please. All right, well, that's not a good start for us specifically. I never knew the Saints Stadium was open. This is a bit strange. Asamoah trying to get out there and like I get it, right? He is elusive, but like if he's not breaking a tackle, but his AI breaks a tackle like that from Asamoah, like how the hell am I ever going to stop him unless it's like literally Kendricks? Like that wasn't a very successful run play, but like it became successful. Great job by Booth, only giving up 4 on a 2-yard play. It's kind of tough. It's going to really come down to us blitzing a lot or forcing a turnover. Just kind of seems like that's the way the NFL is these days. It's like turnovers or you're just going to give up points. As Troutman, that is not Troutman, that is Taysom Hill. Probably not that good of a route runner in the game, but absolutely smokes Kendricks because of speed alone, which is harsh. He's obviously having no issues getting down the field so far on us. Might be even a run. Oh, you gotta... I know it's Sedarius versus Michael Thomas, but like we can't even get a knockout in that situation. That's brutal. Oh, wow. Peterson just got destroyed by Olave. Touchdown for 40. We pulled the safety off because we thought it was going to be, which it was, because you see it was dagger. We thought that deep cross from Michael Thomas was going to hit, but Harrison Smith actually covered that really well. 2-minute drive for a touchdown. Of course, the rain in this environment just looks weird. Like, even though you could see the stadium is open, it just seems weird, like, that it's like an open stadium or like a closed stadium vibe, but it's raining. You know what I mean? It's really weird. Of course, a hold right as we were getting tackled, which is so harsh. It's like you can't really do much about that. Please. There you go, Tyree. Oh, he absolutely missed that, by the way, and they gave it to him. He was diving at an angle, and we were running straight. They kind of gave him a little bit of a latch there, but I suppose he was close enough. They're going to give it to him. 1st and 10. Inside, and pretty bad accuracy, but I think if he doesn't get bumped by his own teammate, he probably completes that. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Might even be looking for an actual throw here. Yeah, we'll run it. Yeah, it's nice slip off for Dalvin. Dalvin just gaining yards by getting beat up. Should have been like a gain of maybe 2, and it was a gain of 4 because he just got popped like 7 times. We'll take it. I mean, I suppose. See Jefferson on the streak. Oh, what the hell? I don't know what happened to Davidson there. Wait, our plays just... Okay, that was weird. I'm going to throw it underneath. Oh, is he slipping? A Lattimore tackle. Jalen Reagor gets chopped at the ankles again by Demario Davis, though. Once again, Demario out of position, somehow making these tackles. It's a little brutal. This is such an OG play for me, but I don't know if it's going to work this year. Going to have to throw it away as nobody was open, sadly. And I would probably trust Tyree Jackson to hit that throw if there was one to be made. But there just wasn't. And I might actually keep this base. Muse actually looks out. Nah, he's got Demario. Oh, no, that's not Demario. We'll keep it. I can't believe... who was that over there? They perfectly covered it. They literally perfectly covered it. We got manned up perfectly again with these receivers. It is almost impossible. Also, what is happening? Like, are they just giving me incomplete plays? And that is a pretty good throw, and it's dropped. That is on the money. He just dropped it, I think. That's a really good throw. Tyron made a pretty good play there, though. It's crazy how good man coverage is. At least when you have an actual good corner or two. It's a pretty good punt. And he's going to get there, but it's going to take him out of bounds, thankfully, to the 12. Harrison Smith, run to the left. Well, kind of a dive. Good tackle on Ingram, but he still gains 3 yards. And you bring in a little bit of pressure. And he has all day to throw, dude. Man. Olave. Yeah, we can't do that, sadly. Cover 2 is not really a better look. Good tackle, kind of. Jumping on the Olave play. And, of course, dude, Zedarius is so close, but couldn't quite get there. I might even run mid here. It's like the only thing that's been successful for me for like an insta. Need whoever deep is to just make a play for me. Whoever's deep, just make a play. Nice hit, but once again, we don't fumble. I haven't seen like anyone fumble in the league. And another pressure with no one physically getting home. That is tough, dude. I don't know if these are basically throwaways as he's getting hit or if we're literally just getting there right as he's making a play. And we just get blocked up completely. Like, that's pretty harsh. This guy was out there far blocking me. That's, I mean, is that not kind of pass interference? Like, the lineman came after me 5 yards deep, I'm pretty sure. Maybe my depth is a little off on that. And no interception. I can't even tell if he was open because I was too busy looking where the ball was going rather than who it was going to. We'll take the benefit of an overthrow because I imagine he was probably open. We've been giving up a lot. We're mixing it in, like the blitzes, and we're changing things up as well as possible, but if you're not going to get home, there's nothing you can do as a defensive coordinator. There's literally nothing. If you're not going to get home, nothing you do is going to matter. It just never will. And, of course, he's of really good pass rushers in general as well, and he's got better coverage players as well by, like, a long shot. Nwangwu turning into a pretty decent gain to the 30. Kind of showing off a little bit of power there, if we're going to be honest. This would be a Justin Jefferson play, but I don't know if we're going to get the time. I'm going to take the fullback because he's pretty open. I actually spammed A. Maybe he was spamming it too, because in that situation, you probably do go for the conservative tackle, but it seemed quick. It seemed really tough to stop. Like, and they're gonna call grounding. Our guy's right there. Like this, Tyree might just have to take one for the team here. Sorry, Tyree, but there's literally nothing else I can do. There's nothing else I can do. It's 19 yards. I'm not gonna gain that. And a blocked punt. Interesting. Like, I'm not really sure what I could do to like stop a blocked punt, if we're gonna be honest. Like, I punt the ball and my guy like mishandles it, or the blockers. I don't know. It's probably just the state of the offensive line. I'm just gonna play what works. I'm gonna run a slant with Thielen and hope for the best. Good tackle or good catch by Thielen. Guy's in perfect coverage on a slant and man coverage. Man coverage is busted. I mean, everyone says it in the league, but man coverage literally just locks, man. It's tough. See the in motion. And he overthrows it. Damn it, Tyree. Tyree's a pretty bad overall, though, so I'm not going to complain about it, especially with the rain. He misses again. Damn it, under pressure in fairness, but we might have to put in the man. Could be a Kirk Cousins. Is that really an ability? What's the ability? Oh, they can get incorrect routes. That's pretty cool. I'm not really sure how that works out for us. And that's a really good catch by Osborne. Holy! Let's run the ball, I suppose. Getting a couple of lucky catches here. Oh my god, dude. Who even got us there? We were just about to be out. And Tuttle! Like, how is that a shed? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pull him. I'm gonna have to put Kirk in. Well, Captain Kirk has a chance to win his job back. Let's block with Cook, even though oh my god, Rager just like ran the wrong route. Like, can we not do that, please? And that is a perfect throw right down the sideline to the 19. Kirk with a great play out the gate. I mean, we didn't really put too much into the basket of Tyree or Mond, but Game 4, finally Kirk getting in. I mean, that really hurts his... I mean, not that we had much chances to anyways. His chances to actually keep his overall kind of high. And we were just about to throw that. He did bring the blitz, in fairness. Brought a block with Cook, but that's the problem with Next Gen, or maybe even just this Madden in general, is the blockers don't block. As you can see, Dalvin there not even attempting. If Dalvin's there to block the very first player to get to me, he actually probably gives us enough time to get that off. Good catch by Davidson considering his overall. Sets up an unlikely but doable 3rd down and 16. Probably unlikely, but you never know. It's better to get closer than it is to get further away, I suppose. And that is Justin Jefferson crushing Bradley Roby for the touchdown. I saw that press release off the line, and he killed him. Does Captain Kirk really need his job this bad that he's going to, put the rain on? Oh, man. Oh, well, if Kirk's the best quarterback going forward, at this point, at 1-2, staring down the barrel of a 1-3 start, likely, I think we're going to have to go to him. And we're going to look so dumb for not just using him, but pardon me for not wanting to stick it out with crap quarterbacks. Like, at our normal pace, our chances of getting a new quarterback in the offseason is next to none. So me wanting to secure a younger quarterback to use early on, like, that's not really something. Nice. Good job, Hunter, to try to steal that. Oh, did he not get half of it? Sue stole. What the hell? Sue stole it, but yeah, it's like, what can I do, This franchise isn't a 1 year or a 2 year thing. We usually go for minimum of like 4 years. Oh my. That's a huge hit by Asamoah, but I don't know if we're ever going to force a fumble, I'm going to be honest with you. And I think it's primarily, if I'm not mistaken, due to the fact that the, what is it called, tackle battles are really bad, so I'd imagine our fumbling is pretty low. Timeout. Yeah, it's a little late to call that. I mean, the timeout already existed. And that is a good job by Booth. I really thought he was going to fit that in there. Good effort, but would love to see an interception. I think in any other Madden, that's probably a pick, but I'm just glad we didn't give up the first. Defense actually doing something for once. And with Kirk in, the team feels energized. I don't know if they actually are, but yeah, that's really not a good call. Trying to make play hero ball down by this much. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. I'm just going to be honest with you. We really got to run the ball more, though. I was going to go play action every day of the week here, but we're going to run the ball. And I would love to see a better effort there. I don't know who the first guy was, but they just completely missed. But thankfully, one of the other linemen came up. 5-yard game, we'll take it. And every time he presses Jefferson, like, I want to, but I'm not going to. And that's really good blocking. And there we go. That is hands down the worst thing ever added to a Madden ever. Like, hands literally down. Look at the blocks. Look at the blocks, man. Like, I want Za'Darius to do something if he does not mind. I can't remember who got the ball first. I think it was him, but I can't tell you. Oh, yep. Of course, Taysom Hill, the jump ball god. Obviously. Is that Asamoah in perfect coverage? And another. All right, Taysom Hill. Really good tight end, apparently. I kind of just showed my hand with Dancer, sadly. Ooh, I took a really good shot to his knee there. I'd imagine a wiggle over on that other side. Yeah, well, okay. I got a hurdle animation. Might have been my fault. I can admit fault. But Hunter not catching the deflected pick is a bit harsh. Thank you, defense. Thank you, Dantzler. If he doesn't take a field goal here after all of the bailouts, I do not know what to tell you. Go with scene. Is that Patrick Peterson against Michael Thomas 1-on-1? I did get excited with Asamoah. That's my fault for jumping early, but I really thought Hunter should have had, what literally Vince Wilfork could do. A deflected pick. Pretty easy stuff. All right, just no more fumbles. Please no more jump balls to like 70 overall tight ends, if nobody minds. If everyone's cool with it, at least. If not everyone's cool with it, everyone wants to see that still, go ahead, I suppose. I'm not one here to ruin the fun, but I'd appreciate it. It'd be a cool time if we stopped all of that tomfoolery. And, I mean, we're trying to get some rushes in there. Obviously, we don't have much time to work with, but what can you do? And I might have to get away from the crutch that has been the Patriots playbook for years. Like, there's some familiar face, plays that I like and I love to go to, but, man, I need to broaden my horizons just a little bit as Rager's going to get the ball and out of bounds to the 40. Kirk Cousins looking, I mean, obviously miles better than any of our other quarterbacks, I'll be honest, because he is in the 90s for accuracy, but once again, how long does that last? I don't know. Wouldn't be able to tell you. And, oh, he actually caught that. I thought that was overthrown. Davidson is 6'7", so I suppose that was kind of beautiful. I like that. That was fun. I loved it. Cool play. Do it again. Wish Irv Smith was here, but then again, that would have probably been intercepted because, you know, that guy. Let's get a block from... Oh, I can't get a block from him? All right. If you say so. And he... Well, I guess there's a bit of catching in this game. That was quite the one-hander. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like this. See, the problem is I think a run would work. I just don't know if his AIs are going to fall for it. Yeah, like I said, I mean, oh my God, dude. His AIs didn't fall for a run there. See, if that's grounding, fair enough. I don't know if they call the 10-second runoff. It'd be pretty harsh if they did, but they probably should, in fairness. He's obviously going to bait the absolute F out of Thielen. And, of course, it's picked. It's a late play, but his guy is shading. Man, they just give everything to defender. It's not a good read, in fairness, but you do have guys in behind that are... Maybe should have just went to Rager. That's a bit of a bad read. It's tough, but what can you do? Backup carry, of course, smart call. I just feel like if it's not for the pressure that, we're under with... I mean, I guess we can't really run the ball at this point. With the pressure we're under, being down as much as we are, whether, whatever reason that may be, you guys have the footage, you guys can see, it's just the pressure to score there is just so high, And it probably would be smart for me to know if there actually is the 10-second runoff. Like, my head would say no, but I don't know. I don't know the facts. Knowing if there is 10-second runoff or not would be pretty huge in that situation. Being able to actually throw it away rather than having to force the ball to someone. Jalen Rager turning that into a decent gainer. Try to cut move, but Demario Davis, who was diving like hours before the actual contact, gets me. Up the middle with Dalvin. Don't you dare fumble, dude. I was holding right bumper right away. It's just dumb, though, because I honestly feel like if you make a juke move, one guy grabs you and you hold right bumper, I don't feel like you protect the ball. Like, I don't know if you do or not. It just doesn't feel like you do, though. You know what I mean? Davidson coming out there looking pretty good, actually. Nice little stiff arm as well. Let's get the screen pass to Dalvin. This guy literally PI'd me there. Man, these early dives, like locking on for him, is absurd. Anytime I early dive, I don't even come close to getting the tackle. My guy's just on the ground. Or it's a slip off. Probably helps that he's had guys that are like close every time. First down, probably. Like, I don't want to hit the double drags, but he is also backing off pretty hard. Like, he's, like, backed off 10 yards every play. Like, look at the edge. Look at the outside there, Like, I don't want to, but if that's going to be the only thing. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. That was kind of strange. Play actions could be deadly, but we probably won't get the blocks. And there goes Thielen. I will admit, it's nice believing that the throw you're looking at, the receiver you're looking at, is actually going to get the ball to him. I will admit, it's actually kind of nice. I'm not going to try to defend anymore, like why Kirk wasn't starting. We're just going to roll with the dice. You know, we're going to roll the dice, and we're going to say, okay, we'll deal with what a quarterback we need later on. Right now, he's our best bet. Simply put. Screw it. I'm done fighting the Kirk train, all right? The Kirk train has come to the station for the 3rd time, and I've decided, you know what? I'm getting on that damn train, and I'm getting to my next destination. I don't care. Screw it. I don't care about the next train. I'll deal with getting on the next train when we get there. And that's a good help as Harrison Phillips actually gets in there. And I always double guess myself. Is it actually Harrison Phillips? I'm thinking it's like Kyle Phillips, like some other Phillips. Screwdriver, the Phillips screwdriver. Oh, wow. He actually threw that still. Good attempt, though, because I was looking at that play. What was it called? I was looking at the... what the hell's... Hello? Am I missing something here? Yeah, I was looking for dime. That's what I was looking for. My brain just went. But yeah, I was looking at that that last-second route over to Thomas. Oh, I just sold. Damn, dude. That was a bad read, and I let him off the hook. I sold so hard, dude. I let him off the hook. That was a bad read, and I just let him off the hook. Oh, that's an L from me. That's a really bad play by me. Oh, he's got his running back, and I mean, don't get me wrong, he's open too. But Kamara is even more open, and he's on the correct side, so he's not thrown against the grain. Damn, this formation's killing me, by the way. I don't know what this crap is, but it's killing me. Oh, it's a good cutback. Bruh, not Ingram! Like, how? He just broke off like 5 tackles. Like, how do I play defense against that? He's literally better than Dalvin Cook if you look at that play. That's a huge hit. I'm glad they didn't call it a low hit, though. We came in low, I ain't even gonna lie. We got a little low in there, dude. I don't want to get too predictable and just, like, allow him to have a free first down. We might have to drop this deep with Asamoah. Nah, I'm going to go with Dancer because I think we need to drop deep in this middle zone. That's pretty good coverage, actually. Asamoah's all over that. That's a pretty good job. Can we get any pressure, though? Please? If y'all don't mind. Finally. I get we only brought 3, but, like, really had nowhere to go. Man coverage, like I said, pretty busted, believe it or not. Very overpowered. Completely locked him down. I get we did bring, like, 8 in coverage pretty much, but pretty good, believe it or not. No, please. Please. I make bad decisions, but just let me live, would you? I also do not know how to, like, sub a running back proper without it looking like, wow, this is a backup carry. Congrats. It's just so obvious when I put my backup in, like, oh, well, this is clearly a run. He's got literally the entire defense out there. And, damn, he got that with Davenport. Good fight by Ty Chandler, though. Yeah, this Patriots playbook kind of sucks. Like, it literally is built for just all short routes. It's really bad. Oh, Kirk! There was no pressure. Under pressure, my anus. Of course he misses it. Of course. Like, do we now understand that, like, it really doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They're just going to miss. And he missed it behind. Good job, Davidson, who's having himself a really big game for being a backup. Like, he's actually having a massive game. Like, he's got it, yeah, 94 yards for the backup tight end. Oh, hell no. Run the stretch and probably cut it back. There you go. Nice play. Don't you dare fumble, Dalvin. It's a hell of a run considering the looks we had. The prospects on that were not very good. Oh, we can get a strong... Well, that's once again under center, though. Just got to put up points this drive. Doesn't matter if it's a field goal or a touchdown. We got to put up points if we have a chance. We're consistent scorers, though. I think it was like we had a touchdown every drive, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was... Or not every drive. Yeah, oh yeah, every drive. There's a touchdown the second and third quarter, so... We're going to need to put up a little bit more this quarter, but... Ooh, this could be a touchdown to Cook, depending on how he plays this. Oh my, Thielen. That's how you feel today against Lattimore? Well, damn, Big Sexy. I love it. I love seeing that. That was kind of slick. absolutely crushed him off the line. It was not even close. So obvious. Ty Chandler in the backfield. And Ty Chandler! Yeah, well, GG. I hit sticked him like 8 times, and I mean, he didn't fumble once. I fumbled twice this game. Positive vibes, bro. Don't complain, bro. Right, defense. Make a play, would ya? Because we're going to need it. We are not going to be able to do it without you guys. Oh, Harrison. Not a bad little play, though. Last time we ran mid, it didn't really, like, work because he ran the ball, but I don't think he's going to run it on third. Oh, he's going to run it. Damn it, dude. Please. And Booth just sold. Literally a press with the inside shade, and he just gets crushed instantly. Games like these are why I will never, ever play Ultimate Team. Like, I literally will never play it. What a hit. No fumble, of course. I will never play Ultimate Team. I will never do it ever again. Like, how a controller can exist after a game like this in Ultimate Team, I would not be able to tell you. I mean, that's literally a 5'6" wide receiver getting hit sticked by like a 200 and whatever pound linebacker. Like that. I'm not really sure how I can play that any better. Michael Thomas is so open. And Booth picks it. If they would have called PI there, I would have, the controller being still alive thing would have, maybe not been so true anymore. Booth is that guy, though. Even though he's been beat a little bit, he's been in really losable situations. Really good user by us, though, to avoid that. If we would have just held Y and not positioned ourselves. Oh, that's a good user by him. We would have actually gotten there. I'm just trying to get my backup carries in. I just don't want to get benched. I need my third-string quarterback, who's now my first-string quarterback. Oh, nice move. We only gain a yard on that, dude. Next-gen movement is really bad. Like, it's tragic. Who's going to be on this main route? This play has actually been so lethal for me. I just forced that. That's a bad play by me. I predetermined the hell out of that. That's a bad read. That, there's no excuses on. It's just because I didn't put anything over the middle. I mean, another hit stick, no fumble. That's brutal. We obviously deserved to win this game, but we also did do a lot of stuff that could have, that went against our chances of winning. We still could have absolutely, good job, Sue. We could have absolutely won this game. Sure, the game absolutely put the favor opposite side of us, but we still really made some bad plays in this one. Like, that was probably the most egregious one, too. But once again, it's because I was trying to get backup carries because I don't want to lose my starter next week. Down by 10 already. It'd be a lose-lose situation. Could Kendricks cover him one-on-one? I don't know. I mean, that's tough. Hey, this is really tough. What can you do? Gonna run commit. It's a nice run commit you got there. There you go, Harrison. Nice pick. A little bit of a bad decision by him, as it does give us the slightest ever chance now. Whereas before, we would have had to need, some sort of absolute miracle because of the clock situation, but it gives you a little bit of a chance. Oh, they actually kind of cover that this year. And I ran out of bounds. I needed one more second, and I didn't have the out of bounds. It's just never going to happen there. I suppose it's better than an actual sack. I need 1 more inch of room, dude. Damn. A 3-man rush and a safety. Holy, I do not even want to count the amount of bailouts in that game. Like, it is... I mean, that is just a demoralizer. Like, it's... That's just a demoralizer. A lot of sack totals. Obviously, we had, nowhere near the pressure he had. It was kind of absurd. Oh, he actually did have 4 players there, and Dalvin decided to run out for a route. I can't tell if he actually had a route. In fairness to that, I don't really feel like that's that much of a bailout either. But also, I'm not sure how this is I'm not, not sure this is really a safety, but I guess, apparently. Like, how is that a safety? Well, because of this stupid animation that happened. This is still such a bad read. This is all me. It's just tough because Lattimore is bailing him hard on this. Like, him as a defender is kind of almost covering, like, nothing there. But Lattimore playing shallow made me not throw to Rager because he's going to jump that. And because of the press inside, you know, Thielen's a wasted route too. So best case, I probably should have just threw it underneath because once again, he dropped players back like 10 to 20 yards, like minimum each play. And I was abusing it early on, and then I just went away from it because my mental, like, subconscious head was like, I'm cheesing. But, like, I mean, they're backed up, especially in this situation where the game's, like, late. You know, try not to give up a touchdown. I mean, just take what's open, dude. And I'm never going to get into the mindset of doing that because I just feel like I'm cheesing when I'm just going short. But, like, that's just the way it goes. Like, that's just, you know, someone's going to play it like that. You know, you gotta find your way, of course. Another fumble. It's brutal. Oh, really? Who hit him? Marcus May might actually have some decent hit power. But, I mean, we hit him, like, all day long and didn't get anything, sadly. Like, the reason why this is a bad feature is because it is hard to react in the moment. Like, the human brain takes, like, a second minimum to react to things. And it takes... I had to press a button to avoid this from happening. The AI does this automatically. That's why the feature's trash. The AI does this. The AI should never strip the ball, even if you put it on strip ball, unless you manually do that. Why do I have to manually protect my guy from this, but you don't have to manually trigger a strip like that? You know, that just doesn't make sense. And you can't say, oh, well, just put it on, you know, conservative ball carry. The argument for that would be, when he stood up, he should automatically protect the ball. You know? He should automatically protect the ball. Because that's what a player would do. Yet, you don't get that, but you get the automatic strip punch, even if you're not the one using it. It's really just, it's weird. It is weird. And once again, I mean, man coverage just locking up. We did have Davidson here, but man coverage just locking up. Not that it matters. We got the touchdown on that drive anyways. Ooh, how did Rager get the ball here? Oh, yeah. Nice. It's at the first throw, too. I mean, you guys seen it, right? Like, it just didn't... Oh, yeah, you had a block touchdown as well. I mean, what a block, dude. I mean, look at this game. Oh, my God. I can't with this game. I literally can't. How is this game... Like, how can people play this game for money? I mean, I guess I do, technically. But how can you actually... Like... People that say this is one of the best Maddens ever, it's literally not. If it was if the blocking was better, I would say maybe. But, well, unless you're going against, you know, if you're going against me, you'll get your entire team blocking perfectly. We brought 5, blocked perfectly, no lane collapse at all. Yet we get beat like that with 3 blockers. Man, I don't know what if it's got to be something to do with the ratings because it doesn't happen to the good offensive lines, only the bad ones. Only the bad ones that it happens to, and that's just not how football works. You don't just miss your block so hard like that when they're directly across from you. It has to be a stunt. It has to be an extra blitzer that you don't expect. They don't just forget to block the guy in front of them. That just doesn't happen. But it does in Madden, and it's cost us some games so far, as we are 1-3 right now, and I mean, at this rate, like I said, is it even worth starting Kirk? Because, I mean, our season may already be over. I'd rather, at this point, I wouldn't even say tank, but at minimum, start a guy that has potential to start long-term. Even if we were to trade one of them, you know, next season or something like that, perhaps. But, man, that's just a brutal business. I think at this point, though, the quarterback job is down to Kirk Cousins or Tyree Jackson. So, Kellen Mond may be on the block. Maybe we get like a third-round pick off of him or something. I don't know, but... Man, oh man, has this been a rough season, and for all the wrong reasons. If I'm just getting straight up beat, fair enough, but man, we are getting absolutely ate out here, and it's just brutal. GG to our opponent, but that is just a bad representation of the football sport. It's just a bad product, this game. It's really bad, but anyways, we move on to Week 5 against a struggling Chicago Bears team that is 0-4. And, yeah, I don't know about after that. The Dolphins, that doesn't seem like a fun game, especially with the speed we have on defense versus their offense. But But it is what it is as we move on as 1-3 Minnesota. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like, subscribe for new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays. And I better not see a single comment complaining about me complaining. Because considering the things we dealt with, I think we handled that probably better than I've ever handled that in any Madden video ever. Maybe even if you looked across the history of YouTube, in general, that might have been, considering how screwed we got, that might have been the best handled, like, should have been rage situation I've ever seen. I don't know where I pulled that from. I would like to thank the Academy for, you know, giving me this opportunity for this award. I don't know how I did it. I honestly do not know how this controller exists in my hands without any sort of scratches, scuffs, or just complete brokenness. I don't know how. I don't throw controllers, and I never will, but as far as there being a reason to, you had it. Of course, we hit all the goals, which is nice, but another loss. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!